Hello, hello, and welcome back to another moon ceremony. I'm Safrianna Lughna, the queer spirit guide, and as always, delighted to join with you under the lunar energy and just honor this human experience, whatever it is, whenever it is. So, we are experiencing a lunar eclipse tonight. Very exciting, kicking off eclipse season for 2025. And I am just feeling it. There is so much swirl in the collective right now. There is so much big energy. And yeah, there's lots to talk about. So if you are joining me live or in the replay, please feel free to say hi in the comments. And as always, you can send me a DM if you want to share something privately. But as always, we're going to get into the energetics of the now. We're going to set some intentions. We are going to do some extra energy clearing because I love to do more thorough energy clearings at the full moons. And with it being an eclipse tonight, I just think it's all the more potent. And then we'll do a guided visualization followed by some card draws for the collective. So let's dive into the energy here right now. So we are having a lunar eclipse in Virgo, and this is a very practically grounded energetic, but we have all of this other interesting energy coming in to intersect. So right now we are in a Venus retrograde. So I am hearing and seeing a lot of people kind of navigating relational stuff right now and really just kind of bringing their relational stuff to the surface. So if you are feeling extra um, just tense in your communication, or like there's stuff that you need to get off your heart or off of your chest with people right now, that probably really makes a lot of sense with the Venus retrograde that's happening. It is an invitation to kind of look at what's happening in our relationships. Hi, Sarah. It's good to see you here. So there's just this pull to look at our relational wounds, to see what we can clear out, what's not really ours anymore. That's really what I'm seeing a big opportunity for here. And that's playing out on the collective level as we really recognize what is and is not for us. So there's this huge transitionary liminal space energy that's happening because of something that's so above my pay grade when it comes to astrology. But as my friend Tamara Childs explains it, this mutable cross activation that's happening right now is creating a feeling of being sort of in between worlds. This very tumultuous, like, I need to navigate this because I'm trying to actually bring together all of these energies and weave them together for the experience that I'm trying to create. And the two big energies that are playing out and kind of tug of warring in their own interesting way right now is the Virgo energy, which is very grounded and practical. And then the Pisces energy of Pisces season that we're in, which is very dreamy. And so a lot of what we're going to be playing with tonight is this how do we ground down? I always want to say grind down, which cracks me up every single time. How do we ground down into our practical reality and our authentic dreams at the same time? How do we bring those two together and fuse them? So, let's talk a little bit about aligned actions and aligned inner landscape, because there's so many misteachings about manifestation out there. This is something that I really felt called to speak on tonight, because we are in a time where we really need to manifest better for ourselves and for others. And to actually manifest, you can't just have thoughts of like, I want this thing. That'd be great. I wish that that was how it works, but it's not. We have to have the aligned thoughts of, I want this thing, the aligned inner landscape of emotional, spiritual sense that I already have this thing. It is mine. I am worthy of it. It is here. And the aligned actions that we're actually taking out in the world, the very earthy, grounded physical energy of, I'm taking actions towards the things that I want to manifest so that they can happen. And that, I think, is such an important reminder right now. Hi, Camille. Good to see you too. So this is this time to really be in bringing balance, harmony, unity to our four bodies, as well as our communal body, to bring to our physical body, to bring to our spiritual body, our emotional body, and our mental body this practical reality and our authentic dreams and weave it into every single layer. That's what we're being asked to do. So that's what's coming up energetically as I look at this energy today. And this turbulence many of us are feeling. A lot of people are saying they're tired right now, that like extra tired, that there is this sense of like maybe some dread or some resistance coming up right now. Totally normal. If you're feeling extra chaotic, totally normal. It is disruption that could be preceding a breakthrough. So that's my invitation to you, is to remember that this can be just some disruption to help you break through to your next level. So let's harness this eclipse energy together and get into setting some intentions. So if you have your notebook, we're going to take some moments here to write down our intentions for this first eclipse of the year. What are you really wanting to be grounded in? What practical reality do you really want yourself to settle into? And what dreams are you calling forth? What energy are you really bringing in or integrating at this point in time? So maybe you set an intention around that. As always, I'm going to pop some intention setting starter statements in the chat in case you need one. But just jotting down whatever comes to heart when you think about I'm ready to, I choose to, I'm becoming, I welcome, whatever's coming through for you that you are welcoming in, integrating, or creating more space for in your life. So just go ahead and take a moment to write that down. You are always welcome to share it in the chat or in a DM. And I'm going to take these moments to write mine down as well. And another invitation here, if you're not quite sure, uh, is there an intention you have for your body? Is there an intention you have for your future or your goals? That would really pull in both this Virgo and Pisces energy. So my intentions are really around integrating some patterns with my physical health practices that I'm leaning into right now. So that's mine. And I'm going to move into getting us some energy clearing going here. But feel free to take your time as you write your intentions down. And as always, like I said, you're welcome to share if you feel called. So as you are touching base with your intentions, you might immediately start to notice any inner voice that doubts your ability to manifest this intention, this dream, this goal. So anything that's coming up that feels sticky, stagnant, heavy, just anything you notice that you can recognize here in this moment's not in alignment with you. Can you set that down? Can you let that go? So we'll just gently enter a time of release here. You don't have to do anything special unless you want to. You can always clear your energy on your side. But as we tune in here in this moment, releasing, releasing, releasing on behalf of the collective, anything ready to be let go, anything inauthentic, anything outdated, Releasing, releasing, releasing. And just exploring here if you can use the breath to release. Maybe really focusing on the exhale to blow out anything that does not belong to you. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Just notice if there's any tension in the body that needs some attention. And if so, just allowing your body to relax around that area. Noticing any tension in the jaw, in the shoulders, the neck, any in the torso, the back, the stomach. And once again, just remembering you don't have to carry everything from the past. You don't have to carry limitations unless those limitations are actually good for you, right? Like sometimes it's good to have a limitation on ourselves that we're not going to push for 24 hours, that we're not going to push past our physical capabilities, that we're not going to take on something that's really not ours. It's okay to have limitations. But those self-imposed mental limitations, the outdated beliefs, letting those go as much as we can here and now. So we'll move into a time of guided visualization here. And I always like to say you can receive this however is right for you. You can have your eyes opened or closed. You can get up and dance. You can journal. You can draw. There is no right or wrong with this. It's just meant to be received however you want. But either way, we'll start as we always begin by just tuning into the breath. So just becoming aware here and now of your inhale and exhale exactly as it is. Just following that path inward and outward, expanding. Just noticing what's present for you here and now in your body. And then letting go of thinking about the body, noticing the body, and instead tuning into your emotional state, tuning into whatever is present for you here that you feel on a more subtle level. Just getting curious. And then releasing that and coming into a moment of unconditional love. It might be a moment that you've had in nature recently with a beloved animal companion, a loved one, just a moment of unconditional love. And as always, you can imagine yourself in a sea of your favorite animal, if nothing comes to mind. But just tuning into the energy of unconditional love here and allowing it to drop you down into your heart space. Letting go of the thinking mind as you sink into the heart. Allowing this vision, memory, or sense of unconditional love to spread from shoulder to shoulder, from head to toe. And as you focus on this unconditional loving moment, allow it to help you open a portal in your heart center. And as this portal opens, you can see that it opens out onto a scene with a big treasure chest. This could be indoors or outdoors, but either way, there's the glow of the full moon overhead. In your own time and way, go ahead and enter this portal, stepping out to look at your treasure chest, to notice the energy of the moon beaming down, to take in this scene one detail at a time, whether you see it or sense it or know it. And just take a moment here as you observe to welcome any of your guides who wish to be here with you. And if you're unfamiliar with your guides, maybe invite an animal to be here with you. Just noticing who arrives for you, who's here to support you through the journey ahead. As you take in everything that's gathered here, your guide or guides, the treasure chest, the moon, you decide to take a seat so that you can begin to go through the contents of this chest. As you prepare to open it, you know that within are some things that you really need to look at. Some things, some details about your life that need your attention. So as you open your chest up, the first thing that you begin to notice are the treasures of your life here right now. Symbols of what's going so well, symbols of what you love, symbols of your dreams beginning to manifest or coming true. Take a moment to sort through what's working well. You might take the objects out and hold them in your hands and see what emotions come up. What's going really well in your life right now? And then just shifting the attention, knowing these things are here for you, you can come back to them or stay with them. But shifting the attention to this other cluttered side of the chest. All these things that you've been lugging around for a while and you don't even know where you got them. They're perhaps old and ancient or completely destroyed. But these symbols or objects that represent what's not really serving you right now. It's not really going well, but you're carrying it around like it belongs to you. Take some moments to observe those items of what you're lugging around that's not quite in alignment for you. And once again, you might pull the objects out and hold them in your hands and see what it feels like to be carrying it. Allow yourself, if you can do so, with your guide's help, begin to pull out what shouldn't be in your chest anymore. What's not really a treasure, but rather a trash. Pulling them out, putting them on the ground or the floor. Laying them out. Ready to be transmuted, alchemized, released. Maybe touching each object and listing what you're letting go of. And then allowing the energy of this eclipse, the red glow of a lunar eclipse, to beam down and begin to turn whatever you're ready to release into pure light, energy, effervescence, allowing the moonlight to transform what you are ready to let go of. Seeing these things dissipating like dust in the wind, blowing away, returning to source. Feel yourself releasing, relaxing, growing your capacity for magic, for love, for joy, for dreaming. Allow as much to go as you can allow to go. And if there's anything that feels like you can't let it go yet, perhaps handing that over to your guide or guides to help you with. Just handing it over. Please help me resolve this in perfect time. You feel the moon bathing you, its glow warming your face. And you peer back into your treasure chest, and down underneath where all that junk had been are some hidden treasures, some dreams that you've been waiting to explore, something hidden away under that heaviness you'd been carrying. What is here for you right now that your soul wants you to hear? What dream is present for you? What symbolizes these dreams, these desires, these subtle treasures hidden down here in the dark? Maybe holding that in your hands and seeing what it feels like to hold this dream. And now it's time to just call in some power. Anchor in what's here, the moonlight bathing the entirety of your treasure chest, continuing to alchemize any stagnant energies, even as you turn your attention towards what you are keeping, what you're carrying with you as a part of your treasure. Noticing what's calling to you as you look within, as you sort through and organize these dreams, organize these qualities of your life, what's working well, what you're calling in. Seeing this practical reality of what each thing can represent, what it's already manifested in your life, how it's showing up, and also the emotional quality of each thing, the underlying dream, the beautiful essence of what you long for, what you're here to create. Bringing together this organization, practical, grounded energy alongside the dreamy, emotional, underlying goals that you have, these deep desires hidden, being brought to the light. So, as you finish sorting through this treasure chest, as you take in and drink in this moonlight, just checking in with your guide to see if there's any final messages that they'd like you to hear. And then just offering gratitude to your guide, gratitude to yourself, gratitude to Grandmother Moon, to Mother Earth, who supports you. And then allow yourself this moment to tenderly shut your treasure chest, feeling your hands on the lid, imbuing it with a moment more of just good energy, positive intention for yourself. Allowing this to be a moment, a shifting in space and time where you know exactly the treasures that lie within and you can access them. You have the power within you to access these dreams, these treasures at any time, your gifts, your dreams. And then bringing hands to heart center. You might simply do this in the mind's eye or bring them physically to heart center. And breathing in that unconditional love once again. And then in your own time and way, finding that portal of the heart once again, turning outward and coming fully back into the body, perhaps wiggling the fingers and toes. Knowing you can always come back, you can always drop in to this sacred space. And as always, when you open your eyes, if they're closed, just take some moments here to look around and orient to your space. Really signaling to your nervous system that you're here, you're present, here in the now. Hmm. Hi, Amy and Nancy. So good to see you here. So just taking some moments to come up and out. If you went in, and as always, if there's anything you want to jot down in your journal, it's a tongue twister, then just take a second here to do so. And we're going to go right into pulling some cards for the collective. So I'm going to go ahead and jot my observation down. And as always, please feel free to share in the chat if there's anything you want to about anything that came up for you during that, any images, messages, or if you want to share your intention. Always happy to hear. And if it is your first time here, you're always welcome to DM me as well. So, what's really just coming through for me so powerfully with this eclipse energy, I know, again, it's a topsy turvy time. There's all this stuff coming to the surface. But if we clear out the fear, if we clear out the shame, if we can clear out our disappointment in humanity, if we can come back to our heart center and know that what we're here to do and be is love, to live in our purpose and our highest integrity in community, right? If we can get down into that, we can do anything. I believe in us. So, what I'm asking for tonight with the collective card pull is what divine masters want to be here to support us as we are going through these challenging times and also trying to anchor in a practical reality of love alongside our dreams. Who wants to help us in taking our aligned actions and aligning our inner landscape, all of that. And then we're going to see what comes out of the Starseed Oracle, just in terms of messages about the bigger energies at play here. So let's start with our masters and see who wants to work with us during this interesting time to be alive. All right, well, that one flung out. Ram Dass is the first to leap out here. I mean, go read any Ram Dass, right? Like, there's such beauty in everything that he has shared. And the message here is to look for and know that harmony surrounds us. Oh, what's really coming in for me as I tune into this is to remember that Mother Nature is here. And even though she is changing just like us, that she still holds harmony, that she is still working towards harmony always. And how can we anchor in that in our own lives? How can we find and weave harmony? The other big thing with this card is the energy of miracles. May this eclipse bring us some miracles, right? Like, we need some miracles right now. We need miraculous healing. We need miraculous peace. We need miraculous resourcedness. We need miraculous joy and play. So, where can you find the miracles in your day-to-day life? Where are you so abundantly blessed? How do you lean in there? And what is your miraculous moment? What's coming through for you? So Ram Dass is here to support, and maybe you can go read some of his work if it inspires you. Okay, we have one more guide that wants to come through. Two more guides that want to come through. One more card. I was like, it's three. No, it's two. Three, 3, 4, 2. So Lakshmi and Ganesh. I'm wearing my Ganesh bracelet right now. To me, Ganesh really represents breaking through obstacles, breaking through challenges, clearing the energy of the obstacles. And Lakshmi is here reminding us that we're abundant, that we are prosperous, and that we get to call in higher levels of health, wealth, happiness. That's here for us. I mean, just look at their beautiful gold, both of them. Got the lotus, this beautiful amber light. So they are here for us, knowing that we're in a time where there may feel like there are many obstacles. There may in reality be many obstacles. I know for so many of us there are. But through the power of unconditional love, through allowing there to be a prosperous vibration, this goes back to how can you source the harmony within you? How can you pull that energy through? And there are so many ascended masters, divine guides, our own guide team, our higher self, God, the universe, whatever you want, that we get to connect with in our own unique way to source this energy. So if you feel called to work with any of these three, great time to do so. So Lakshmi, Ganesh, and Guru Ram Dass. All right, what about the fun, energetic time we're in? What are these portals bringing us into? What do we need to know about these moments? What is coming through for us now? The remembering that we are children of the cosmos. This is a reminder that we all come from the same stardust, that we all come from the same place, that we all possess the same divine intelligence within us, that we are all divine beings having a human experience right now. And that is the remembrance that needs to happen on this collective level right now for us to get where we need to go. And where we need to go is a place of less harm. We have the capacity to shift into so much higher and better for all of us. And that's the direction I hope we're all moving in together. And when we remember that we're all children of the stars, that we're all children of this same source material, can that bring in more compassion and more humanity? That's the message coming through here. All right, anybody else? Okay. All paths lead to home. So this is just reminding us that there is no right or wrong as long as we follow our heart. As long as we are willing to listen to our own inner authority, our own intuition, the seat of our heart, the wisdom within, we're going to be in the right place, because all paths from that place will lead to home. There's no right or wrong answer when we are coming from the place of highest intentions and integrity and authenticity. So there's no bad choice right now, as long as you are making a choice from the seat of your intuition, out of a place of unconditional love for yourself and ideally for others. Uh, Fun conversations took place today about, if we had the choice to help ourselves or help everyone, what would we do? And we are part of everyone. So, what would shift if all of us could start to see the everyone in everyone instead of the individuality? And that I'm just seeing here, because this figure is alone in this maze. But what else is here for her? What does she find when she goes within? She finds home. And home is in community, it's in finding that loving space outside and inside of ourselves. All right, I'm feeling one more card here. There it is. Everything here is very big and very micro at the same time. So this is big picture thinking, this beautiful portal here. And this is all relating back to big energy coming through, major eclipse, season energy coming through, global stuff happening, literally global stuff happening. You can't look anywhere and not see chaos and suffering and harm right now, right? And coming back to this visionary big picture energy where we're listening to our intuition, remembering that we're children of the cosmos and that we all come from the same place, that we are really truly one, remembering the miracles and the harmony, and that we can break from obstacles and find prosperity. We can find our inspiration, and we can step into so many more levels of resourcedness and abundance beyond anything we've imagined before. So dream bigger. This was a theme that came up at this Pisces portal party I was at last night for my partner Ikenna and another community member. Is dream bigger. That's what we need to be doing right now. That's actually what came through during that meditation from my highest self, is just dream bigger. And I think we can all benefit from that. So I just want to do some energetic reminders here, friends. We've got some retrogrades happening. So starting tomorrow, we go Mercury retrograde in Aries, and we are in that Venus retrograde right now. So just go slow right now, honor your own pace, listen to your intuition, the inner promptings within. All of that is here for you now. So please don't hesitate to get into it with yourself, to be willing to explore and to ride the wave of this eclipse energy to see what's possible for you. And remember what I said at the beginning. I really feel like right now is this time to look at that practical reality and get grounded and organized while really dreaming big, pulling up those authentic dreams and being willing to dive in deep. So, if you enjoyed this, if you want to make sure that you never miss one of these moon calls, I just want to remind you, you can go to safrianna.com/moon and you can sign up for reminders for these so that you can join live or have that link in your inbox for the replay. And I am always so delighted to see new faces here. These are free ceremonies that are open to everyone with an internet connection. So if you have a friend who could use a little magic in their life, please don't hesitate to invite them. It is such an honor and delight to just do this moon magic with you. As always, I honor that. One of the fun aspects of this is that privacy, that you don't have to out yourself as doing anything woo, because you don't have to comment publicly. You can send me a DM if there's ever anything that you want to share. I have lots of people who come to me behind the scenes and share just beautiful details about what comes through, and it always warms my heart. So I am sending you big, juicy love energy for this season that we are in. I am just holding the highest for the collective and dreaming that we can be and do so much more for each other. I really feel like good conversations are happening in so many spaces. Even if it looks dire out there, my friends, I want you to remember that there are spaces where unconditional love exists. There are spaces where real conversations are happening, where we're not bypassing the shadows and where we are really honoring one another. That exists. So don't stop seeking your spaces in your communities. Know that Living Luna is here for you. I'm here for you. And I'm loving you and cheering you on. And if you have the desire and the means to do so, please feel welcome to donate to make sure that I can keep doing these moon ceremonies for everyone. You can go to safrianna.com/donate if you want to do that. But until next time, my friends, know that I'm with you, that your guardians and guides are with you, that you are not alone in this, that I love you, I see you, I'm cheering you on. And until next time, I'm Safrianna Luna, the Queer Spirit Guide. Bye for now.